about your OPGG. What am I looking at here?
At a mess right there. I'm sorry. So if you want to see, just go to ranked solo.
Uh-huh.
I play probably 2 and 3 around. And
So tell me about your champion pool experience with the game. Give me like the introduction.
okay, I've been playing League for like 5 years, I think.
Okay,
So
okay.
I've been playing for a while. I know what almost every champion does. It's like the exception of like Elise.
With
Just look up
the exception of what?
Elise. I should just look
Oh,
her up. Anyways, I played top for like 3 seasons, and then like I was a Fiora one trick
okay, okay.
season, and then I decided to try other roles. Started to really like ADC. I started playing. Well, that's because I played Lucian top, and so I decided to actually play Lucian as an. Just kept playing ADC. Champion pool. I'm probably best at Lucian, and I don't really know. I would say I play Ezreal well, but Ezreal's difficult. I'm still trying to learn him.
Okay, okay.
I wanted to try Zaya.
Then shall we take a look in terms of the replays?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So what do you think is like, your besides like champion pool wise, what about like strengths and weaknesses as a player? What do you think? What do you think you're good at and what do you think you need to work on?
I think I'm mechanically good. And I need to work on CSing because CS. I need to work on CSing and probably what is it? I know matchups in lane. I have a really hard time just figuring out how I'm supposed to win lane. Sometimes you're not meant to win lane, but get out.
Maybe like how to play out lane, right?
Yeah. So those are the 2 things.
Well, we can start with like a discussion on lane matchups, I guess, right? So lane matchups will tell you how you want to be playing this lane out. So what if you look at this matchup, you got Ezreal Blitzcrank versus Misfortune and Zyra. What does Blitzcrank want to do?
He wants to hook. So
I mean that's basically it, right?
Yeah.
He just wants to hook someone. And then what about Zyra?
Zyra wants to poke you down with her hand.
And what else?
Get a root.
Right. So she's gonna root the shit out of you, and she's also gonna try and poke the shit out of you, right? So, you is basically you play lane like that essentially, unless and then of course you can add the 80 carries in there where Ezreal wants to like try and poke a little bit, and Misfortune also wants to try and poke a little bit, but most of the time it's gonna be geared around your supports, right? So like if you try and do stuff without landing hook and it doesn't work out, that's probably the reason why. It's because you wanted to wait for a hook. Or if you're getting hit by poke or getting caught by Zyra, that's what you want to be looking out for, right? So if you want to, in terms of like being clear on how you want to play lane out, right, it's very much along the lines of watch Zyra and of course don't get Q bounced by Misfortune, and then you're waiting for, you're trying to help Blitz find an opportunity to land a hook, right? Something along those lines. And then, if he doesn't land a hook, then, you just make sure you don't get poked down. You know what I'm saying?
I get
so stuff like this. All right.
Yeah.
So you said there's a problem with CSing too, and this is related. Where if you want a minion, if you want a last hit minion, you need to make sure you're not getting caught first.
Okay.
Right. So I think if your CSing isn't second nature by now, you could always 5-minute practice tool every day, right? But in game, the most important thing is to watch what the enemy is doing, and not how much health the enemy minion has, usually speaking, right? You always want to be figuring out what is, you said that she wants to poke and catch you, right? So watch her and ask yourself, when is she going to do that?
Okay.
Right. So if we watch this sequence of events, let's watch this real quick. So let's watch this real quick. All right. So tell me what she's thinking the whole time. Just like watch her and tell me if you notice anything really obvious.
So she noticed Blitz mistook, so she walks up. And as I go for the minion, she notices I'm against a wall, so it's an easy.
Right. She hits everything essentially. Right. So how does she reproduce that? How does she do it next game? How does she do it in the same lane? How does she keep doing it?
Because
like there, she does it again, right?
Because I walked up.
So each time you're trying to do what? I guess you're trying to do something, huh? Right?
Either go for CS or poke.
Right. Actually, this is good to talk about too. Why did you walk up here?
I don't know why I walked. I think I was trying to auto them to get the crypto proc. I ended up.
This is also a lane matchup idea where when you auto them, they're gonna hit you back, right?
Yeah.
And who do you want to trade as Ezreal?
No.
Yeah, not really, right? Because you can't. It's not Q is not guaranteed versus their Q is guaranteed. So you never really want to walk up and auto attack them unless you have a good reason to do so. So that's like another thing. But a main thing is watching what the Zyra does is important, right? And watching what your Blitzcrank does, and everything else is like important. But if you can't do that step, then stuff like this is gonna happen, right? And it's even if you get the CS earlier in lane, it's not gonna matter because if you can't do this step, then it's hard to farm without getting hit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So far, we're seeing ideas like focusing more on what the enemy is gonna do and less on CSing. Or if you want to work on CSing, you should go into the practice tool 5 minutes a day. Honestly, that just 5 minutes is good enough. Like what I did to work on this, I just like put on music and then I just worked on CSing with no minion. I mean, no items or anything, right? Okay, here, this is a good example. Okay, so how did you know? How did you dodge this route? Let's talk about this.
I think it was more of it was very, very telegraphed.
Right. Why is it super telegraphed?
Because she's walking through minions to try to root me.
All right, so it's not like you're unable to read them. It's that now you know that you want to be prioritizing this idea. All right, this is the number one thing you're looking at besides the jungle, right? Of course, jungle is number one, but number two is what are they gonna try to do to you, right? Also, I think you're dying here, by the way. I think she's just soloing you. Good shit, right? Okay, well, that kind of sucks.
At one point in the game, Zyra was just hiding in a bush. Just get
right. So it's very ADC has become very much on how do we not get one shot by the enemy. Any enemy champion, it doesn't even matter what role they are. So yeah, those are the things you want to be watching out for, right? Oh, this might be a fat hook. Oh baby. Okay, so we can talk about this. What do you think?
I think I used my W when she was still running away, and I should have waited for her to be there.
Yeah, I mean that's about it, right? You could say that this Q, okay, sure, unfortunate. Sometimes that happens. You hit a plant, but the W, you didn't really have a reason to use the W, right? Except to press the button. So that's like that is. I mean, holding on to abilities is something you can look at for sure, right?
And I probably should have healed him.
That's true too, right?
Oh, I did heal him. Okay, never mind.
Oh, you did heal him? You healed too late.
Oh no.
Yeah. I didn't see the heal on Blades. He was definitely living if you got him. But this is actually like the idea of how are you going to follow up as an ADC, right? So something similar along these lines is like let's say you're playing Ashe and it's level 6 and Blitzcrank hooks someone. How are you gonna follow up?
Probably their tower. Probably ult them.
No, just press R, right? It's super obvious, right? The follow up is super easy. You press one button. Okay, how about Ezreal? How do you follow up?
Put as much damage with W, Q, auto. Level 6, probably ult as well. I mean,
Yeah. So here's the idea is that if it takes you this long to come up with it, anything that's not intuitive, like Ashe press R, Varus press R, you want to plan it out as much as possible, right? Have you ever played? I mean, actually, Xayah is a good example, right? When you play Xayah and they land a stun, and if you're not ready for it, you're gonna miss the root, right?
Yeah.
That's a good example where on Xayah you have to be specific. You're gonna be like Q auto attack E, and then that's a root right there, right? So whenever it's not obvious in terms of how you follow up, you want to plan it as much as possible. So something like for you on Ezreal would be like, oh, we're gonna W first and then E on top of them and press Q or something, right? But you want to come up with something when they go for it, and that'll help you. That'll help prevent you from using your W like that. You know what I mean? Okay, hold on. What happened here?
So I
Nice
W'd,
try.
I didn't get the E flash.
I think that's fine, right? He flashed out, so that's like a different story, right? As long as you had the basic punish there, that was good. Right? You were gonna land everything versus the one on misfortune, you weren't gonna land it, right? Yeah. There's a big difference in terms of just straight missing and forcing them to dodge it for somehow, right? Okay, let's fast forward. See what's going on here.
So
Oh my lord. Okay, I think it's fine, but you probably don't want to. Okay, I hate to say this, but because it's not entirely true, but for most players that struggle with this idea, you should stick to a few rules on Ezreal and Lucian, right? And these rules is involved with using your E.
Okay.
Right. So the most basic rule is there are only 2 times you use it. When you press this button and someone immediately dies, like you E auto attack and they're dead, or you're going to use it to dodge an ability like Zyro Root, right? And then other things are situational, like you're trying to get away, you go over the wall and stuff like that, right? But these are the only 2 cases. All right. So what's wrong with this? What's wrong with this example? Why am I bringing this up?
So maybe it's because, like right now, I just power shot, so I'm 3/4 quarter dad, and they're junk, so I don't have an escape ability.
Right. So it's not that when you see higher level players and they use it like this sometimes, it's because they know for some reason it's good, right? But right now there's too many things. There's a lot of things that you need to work on before you can start using it like this. For example, what would you have done if they TP behind you here? Right? Were you intentionally baiting out the TP? Or what about the jungle gank? What would you have done if the jungle came out? Or something along the lines of, what would you have done if she just hit you back after you eat? Well, that might be losing too, right? In terms of pure damage. So that's why we say that's why I say you shouldn't use your E like this unless you have a very good reason to do so. I want you to think that this is like your trump card. All right, you use this, you win. That's what you think, right? So when you use this, did you win after using this, right? And then you can say like, no, we took a tower shot for some reason, right? Or even if we hadn't taken a tower shot, it doesn't seem good because a gank could be coming, right? Something along those lines. So that's like an ability usage you should definitely watch out for is how you use your E, because you could get into a lot of sticky situations. All right. I mean, how many times have you tell me if this is familiar? You E for some reason and then you die because you don't have it. I mean, I think every Ezreal or Lucian player has had this experience many times. So
yeah,
you wanna kind of discipline your usage. You don't need it to do. I want you to think like this. You don't need it to kill people at this rank, right? And if you do need it to kill people at this rank, it's at the last second, right? That's what I want you to think. You don't want to just like randomly go for damage or anything like that. That's kind of how you can throw really quick in lane. So you want to be careful of that. Also, he's about to hit you from the bush. Oh no. How did I know that? What do you think?
There was no vision on. Oh, or he walks in.
Okay, so you noticed it in the replay, but not in game. Why? This is part of our.
I was focused on hitting.
Yes, you're so look at this. You're so focused on killing these things that everything. Yeah, everything else is kind of you've been blinded to what they're trying to do. right? So this is why I'm like, you know, don't worry about this stuff, all right? You only want to care about what the enemy is doing, all right? The two things that are important is what are they doing, what am I doing, and then this CS should be, you shouldn't have to think to last hit these. So if you still need to think to last hit them, you need to practice to a little bit, all right? 5 minutes, I promise you, 5 minutes a day is all you need, all right? 5 minutes a day, get as much as you can, write that number down, and then see if you can beat it tomorrow or the next day or whatever. Like one time I did like 2 hours of CSing just to like get as good as possible. But this is gonna prevent stuff like this. Is because you're too focused on one thing that you're not really, you know, you don't really know what they're doing, right? So that's the problem here. League is very much a, you know, how do I beat the people on the other team, right? Same thing here, right? I would be scared of this bush. I would be scared of this bush, whatever. Anything that can go wrong will go wrong, right? So, oh, hold up. Did you face check this? Monkey S. I mean, you could say it's safe to assume they based if they have no HP, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Did you E in here? Oh no.
I was pressing my. I think it was in the animation when she caught it.
Oh no.
Yeah, and you know, I'm gonna blame this on the fact that when I backed, I don't think I bought anything. I don't know why, but I still have like 1,000 gold.
Well, I mean,
I don't know.
I mean, you know, even if you had items here, it wouldn't have done anything, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So what do you think the problem is here? Related to or different from what we've been talking about?
I mean, I probably didn't need to be the one.
Well, you know, let's say you know she's gonna root when you walk close to her, right?
Yeah.
So if you E out of this is guaranteed. This gank is guaranteed to work, right?
Yeah.
So it's less about, you know, I think it's more about, you know, she's going to try and root you. So what are you gonna do about it? You know what I mean? And then let's say you dodge it and then you guys still die, then you have to rethink the plan because apparently the plan wasn't good in the first place. But something like this, if you want to, if you wanna like beat this stuff, right? It's very much just knowing that it exists, right? Like if I told you right here, you know, Zyra's gonna try and root you from the bush. How easy is it to flash it?
Easy, yeah.
So that's all you have to do is just know that she's gonna try and root me from the bush, right? Highly likely, we would say, because she has nothing else better to do, right? She's gonna try and kill you. So that's like the most important thing I think we're seeing here is just figuring out what they're gonna do, and coming up with a way to beat it, right? Let's say you can't come up with a way to beat it, okay, then don't get in range, right? But that's the most important concept we're seeing so far is just knowing what she's gonna do. Like this right here, she's gonna charm flash you, is what I would be thinking if I were you, right? You always want to be thinking like worst case scenario. So that was that was a nice little dodge there. But did you know they were going to throw that stuff at you?
Yeah. I mean, I guess I didn't consider the possibility she'd flash for it.
Well, you knew she was gonna aim at you, and how come you could dodge this? How is it easy for you to dodge this? What's the difference between this example and what we've seen before, right? You're gonna see it, but
I'm not distracted. I'm just focusing on their skill shots.
Yeah, look at this. You don't even care about these minions, right? Your mouse isn't even close to these minions. All you care about is this Ari, right? So it's clear that as long as you can keep these champions in mind and just ignore the CS for now, okay? I want you to think that if you need to work on CS, practice to it, go into game, make it like autopilot, you need to look at these champions, the enemy team, right? Look, you just dodged 2 skill shots. It's perfect, right? And now you have to just do this, you know, constantly, the whole time, right? Don't worry about these minions and stuff. Like right now, okay, I'm gonna tell you a secret. The lower the rank you are, the less the minions matter. You could have 0 CS and 20 kills, and that's like that you're winning the game, right?
Yeah.
So don't worry about the CS, right? The CS will come after you can beat the enemy, right? At this level, if you can beat out the enemy laners, it's PvE. They'll like have the base or they're dead, and then you can kill minions. All right, that's what I want you to think. Like this is great. Like this is great. Look at this. How come you were able to get out here? It's because you weren't focusing on anything, right? So I think it's very much a matter of making you know, looking at what the enemy is doing should be your habit, your number one priority. In lane, out of lane, whatever, right? Don't worry so much about the minions. If you want to worry about the minions, you gotta practice to some, I think.
And right here, they start like.
What's going on? Oh, he doesn't
No,
want you to go
he doesn't
top.
want me to go top, and I was
I
like,
mean,
yeah,
I
okay.
guess. I mean, okay, sure, go bot. You know, it could be worse. Oh, this Fiora is dying. Oh no! You know what?
I couldn't get in
It's
range for
okay.
the auto, but
Alright, so what do we say about our usage?
W, just wait until you can guarantee a hit or something.
The most
Or-
important ability we talked about.
Oh, the E.
Mhm.
So
So I want you to watch this and tell me what you should have done. What did you do and what should you have done?
I W-E'd and then Q'd, and I missed the W. But I shouldn't have E'd in because that's a Fiora. Scary. If the Fiora is able to jump onto me, I probably could have died.
Oh, it's less about that. Okay, maybe if she's like level 18 or something like that, but it's more about what does using your E accomplish here that you couldn't do by walking up and then Eing. Like what? Like basically, is there a scenario where Eing now is better than Eing in 3 seconds?
No.
Right, exactly. So that's the idea. That's the main idea. Is that in all situations, holding on to it is better here. Right. That's the habit we're trying to train. Is we need you to hold on to this thing until the last second. Right. Hold on to it until you literally need it. Right. Let me show you a team fighting example that could help a lot. Okay. It'll show you the 2 uses we just talked about. Let me see. Go to this one. Go to this one. And then, where is it? Let's see. Why are these so hard to find sometimes? My organization, my folders. Give me a second. Literally, I can find it. I can find it. Like, I don't know why I'm having a brain fart right now, but. Ezreal. Let's just play this for now. Why is it so hard? I promise this example will help you. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why it took so long to find this, but it's right here. Is this it? Okay, no. Sorry, this one. Okay, right here. All right, let's watch this. I want you to tell me how to use my E.
You use your E's. Oh, wait, probably later, but as a gap closer.
Well, hold on. Back it up. What do we say about E usage? Remind me. The 2 uses.
Wait till the last second, and I don't know. What's the other one?
Okay, the first one involves killing people. What do we say about that?
We said in my elo probably don't do it, but
We said if you're going to use it to kill someone, you're gonna E in and insta kill them. That's what I want you to think.
okay.
And then the second one was
wait until, like a better time or.
how do we? Let's say Zarya's throwing a root at you.
Okay.
How would you use it then?
Oh, I'd use it when he throws out the root.
To dodge something, right?
Dodge, yeah.
You're gonna insta kill or you're gonna dodge something. All right. So I want you to watch this clip and tell me. Just focus on the E usage. All right. So we're looking for the insta kill here, right? Okay. So far so good.
Dodge.
All right. We dodged the K knockup, right? All right. How about the last one? What was the last one?
And you went for an instant.
All right. So all 3 times we're either trying to kill someone. Like, I mean, our E literally killed a dude, right? And then we're also insta killing Lucian. All right. So you're gonna insta kill someone or you're gonna dodge something. And if you can do that, then you have perfect usage in team fights. That's what I want you to think. Right. For now, is these 2 things. Like, you can, like, honestly, there you can like this. You don't need anything more than this in challenger team fighting. All right, like this is perfect usage, right? Anything else is like Korean level. Okay, like we can't like that's not a thing. So that's what I want you to think is these two usages in team fights is perfect. Right, you're gonna kill someone or you're gonna use it to dodge something, and those are the two best. So that'll help with the mechanical portions for sure, right? It's just generally when you're CSing lane, don't focus on the CS, focus on the enemy champs, right? Okay, let's keep going. You have any questions so far, by the way?
Not really, no.
Okay,
Most
cool.
okay. How about my builds? Because this game, I was trying to think of what else I would need to build. I think I go into like, maybe double tier. I don't know. And this R
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, I
I went.
think this build is fine so far, right?
I went Iceborne Gauntlet because their team. I would have to kite out a lot of. I think I start pushing in mid. It's like I roam from top to mid. But I was thinking I need to kite out, like kite the Fiora, kite the Ross. So I went Born and also.
I think Gauntlet is fine, totally fine, right? Okay, sure, push out mid. It's not bad. Good, good, good. You can go back top. You can stay mid. You can really do whatever you want here. Base. Okay, I mean, you need a word, right? Very nice. Picked up a pink word. Okay, let's see. There's an insta kill there, right? So that would be, we would say this is a good usage. That's because you thought you were insta killing him, right? That's good.
I didn't need to flash, but
Yeah, well, it's okay. Oh, Zara. She flashed into Heimerdinger towers. Okay, okay. Also, how come you're scaling your W second?
oh, is it E?
Yeah. You always want to get E. If only because you can use your E multiple times in a fight, right?
Oh, well. Whoops.
Yeah, you might just want to max E. You could max W. The way you use your E does not change, but you're just gonna have a lot more cooldown on your E if you don't have it, right? Okay, so what would we say about this E? What do you think?
So that was just to get away, but could have stayed a little bit and waited till I was about to buy something.
Well, we'll say this is good, right?
Okay.
Okay, let's add a third thing on there, like a second 2B, right? To instead of dodging something, you're trying to run away, right? So it's a similar idea, right? We're just trying to get away, right? So if you ever E in, it has to be insta kill. That's what I want you to think. And if you E out, you're just surviving, right? So I don't know why they're pinging you, but you need to leave.
If you read the chat, they're like, "Wow, look at Ez carry." When I'm pretty sure that was like a doomed fight. I don't know.
I can't read the chat. The quality's
Oh,
too low,
yeah.
but I mean, we can watch this. I mean,
they were saying something.
Oh.
Like,
I mean, you can fight this, right?
We could fight right now, and then.
Oh, maybe not.
The Fiora teleport
Cap, yeah, I think this looked pretty bad. I think you played this fine. You know, I think it's fine. I don't see anything wrong. You can say something like, "Oh, they wanted you to help. They wanted you to help with this." And then we got triple knocked up, and then maybe you can stay and try and hit someone, but you are getting flanked. So if there's anything, you jump out here. I don't think it's bad. So sometimes the fights aren't winnable, right? You I mean, you even killed a guy, so it's fine.
So I push past river, then.
Okay, very good. In this case, we would if I said you should take bot tower, why would I say that?
Because by the time I get top, it wouldn't affect anything, and mid I can't push out mid because Fiora.
Wait, this is actually kind of funny. Yeah, I think you made the right decision here. Hold up. This is really interesting. It's not something I see often. So, if Fiora was top, I would say take tower. But Fiora being mid changes that. Why is that?
Because Fiora has great pushing potential, so we're trying to stop her getting mid.
Yeah. I think this is totally fine, right? Sometimes taking tower is not always the best option. Especially something like this where she's gonna run it down mid, right? So okay, maybe you guys don't get the tower, but you know you're making them lose CS. That's already really good, and you're preventing her from being able to just push mid and take tower, or push mid and roam top, or anything like that. So I actually think this is not bad. Where you go mid here. This is actually this is actually not bad at all, I think. But this part is kind of Monka S, right? This part.
Yeah.
Why is this Monka S?
It was a very close dodge.
If she, well, you're dead as fuck here, right? She just ults you and then you die.
Oh yeah.
So that's kind of spooky. So you know,
Yeah, I probably should have walked through the jungle.
right? You can just walk away here. I don't know why you went this way, but you can just you can queue minions from the side. You can walk around. You just be safe when you're doing stuff, I guess. But okay, no punish. We're okay. Fast forward. This is actually a really good decision. I actually like this a lot. Instead of taking bot tower, you come in. This is actually really good. I should start thinking about something like this.
So I don't know. During them, I could have like roamed down sooner.
Oh, here?
Yeah. So like when I was taking mid tower, they're all
This
getting.
This is much better. This is much better. Okay, so this is actually good to talk about. All right. So let's say there's a fight going on here. All right. What is your team trying to get?
Oh, trying to win.
Right. So no one has any idea, right? So the idea is kind of your team wants to get as much as possible during any situation, right? So if you go join this fight, you know, sometimes win, sometimes lose. You have no idea what happens, essentially, right? But if you stay and take this tower is always going to be good, no matter what happens.
Okay.
Right. So it's a difference in consistency where you have something so good right in front of you, why not take it? Versus, you know, if you go help this team fight and you make some crazy play and ace them, maybe you can get an inhibitor or something, but you know, the chances of that happening are quite low, right? I think it's more likely that you go help, they lose the fight anyways, and then you don't get this mid tower. So staying mid here is definitely the correct option. I mean, you can just this is free as hell, and this is already really good, right? This is already really good. So helping is not you know, sometimes your team is buying time for you to go take the tower. You know what I mean?
So I think, yeah, I let the tower survive, but my plan was to use the Iceborne to slow them down so that.
This is totally fine. You guys are kiting, you win. This is good. And you got the tower eventually because it had no HP, right? So
yeah.
Oh shit! What'd you try to do here? Oh no! Oh, you're dead as hell.
I flashed and E'd straight. I used it probably too early. If I was to just E away from the Fiora while the Kayn was on me, then I probably could have flashed away from him like over a wall.
Yeah, but the problem is that you just didn't know they were there, right?
Yeah.
This is one of those like, okay, there's a way to mechanic your way out of this. It's true, but you can't mechanics your way out unless you know they're coming. So, all right. This is like a different thing where you were trying to like take tower here, right? You're trying to take the tower here. So the first I want you to think that the first consideration in anything you do is what is the enemy gonna do? That's what I want you to think at all times. So in lane, it's the enemy support and enemy AD carry and the jungler, right? Out of lane, it's everyone who is missing. Right? That's what I want you to think. So if you walk up here and you take the tower, the first thing you think is not how much damage do I do to the tower, it's what will they do to stop me? Okay, this is very similar to in lane. Let's say I want to get this CS. Your first thought isn't what time do I need to last hit it at, but rather what is Zyra going to do to stop me? All right, that's what these are the things I want you to think is how are they going to stop you from doing what you want? And if you say that, you know, Kayn's going to come out and hit me and I can't do anything about it, that tells you can't do the tower, right?
Yeah.
Or let's say in lane, you're trying to get a CS and you say, okay, Blitzcrank is going to run up and flash fist me and then hook me and I'm dead, so I can't get the CS, right? That tells you can't get the CS. So this is how we want your thought process to develop. You know, this is how you make a good habit in terms of always knowing what the enemy is doing. Is make it your first consideration, right?
Okay.
So that's kind of where all your mistakes have stemmed from. Essentially, is just not knowing what your enemy is going to do a lot of times. You know, whether it be mechanically speaking when they're in front of you or they're out of vision and they just pop up and then what you're doomed. But in terms of decision making, where to be and what to do, I think so far it's been really good. I really like that mid move. Honestly, that was actually you probably would have done better than me in that specific situation. I was just like, oh, I just take this tower here, but going mid probably makes a lot of sense, to be honest. Okay.
If you go back,
Yeah, what's up?
not too. That's like pretty far back, but it was Heimerdinger trying to set up a bush trap.
Oh.
The bush was warded the entire time.
Oh no! Oh wait, what? Wait, he killed
Wait,
someone.
he still kills?
Wait, he killed someone. Oh, maybe they didn't know it was warded and they just started fighting.
Oh,
after
that's
he
a
killed
Zyra
someone.
plant. I thought that was a ward.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. Okay, sure. Anything this is what I want you to think. Anything you do is gonna stem from this idea, which is I want you to repeat it to me so you can know it by heart in game. What is the main idea we've been seeing today?
Focus on what the enemy is going to do.
Yes. Okay, I want you to read them like a nice book. All right. I want you to read them. I want you to read their thoughts like it's on a piece of paper. Okay, let's see what's going on here. All right, you also know what to do with your ability usage too.
Yeah, and I eat in. So.
All right, I want you to think insta kill or nothing. All right, insta kill or nothing if you Ian. Okay.
I think I do it again.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, if we point out one, it's really obvious for all the other ones. Okay, so don't worry. We know you know that now. So.
Okay. Yeah.
If you see it, point it out. But it's always good to well, I mean, there's one there, I guess. But it's always good to always reinforce the point, right? You see how it's a habit, how you E in, right?
Yeah.
So in order to fix it, it's just make yourself more disciplined when you're Eing in, like literally only one shot or bust. Oh, nice try on the flash. All right, let's go Baron, right? Oh, you guys just end the game.
Nah. Yeah.
Nice. Okay. So far, main ideas of mechanical ideas, E usage, and ideas of reading your opponent. Where when you die or get outplayed or get poked or whatever, it's because you don't know what they're gonna do. Oh, here we go. This is gonna be a fun one. This is gonna be Thresh, right? Thresh is
first hook.
Thresh is a spicy one, right? So this is gonna be very relevant. So yeah, that's really awkward, right? So let's rewind, right? So ask yourself, how did this happen? What do you think?
What specifically? How did I get Thresh hooked?
Yes. What led up to you getting hooked?
First is my positioning. I stepped to the left of the minions, like line it up for him, and then I went to, I don't know, probably while he was rooted, I was thinking I'm gonna walk up and hit some damage, but he was able to hook me.
All right. So what were you so focused on that you got hit by hook?
The morgue binding and him being, being hit by it.
Look at your mouse right now, right? Let me take my mouse off. What is your mouse on?
Him.
All right. I want you to think your first priority is always what are they gonna do. So if he started Flay, this is more of a disaster, right? He's gonna Flay auto attack you. But he started Hook for some reason. So this is what I want you to think. Okay, anytime you want to do something, you always ask yourself, what is their most obvious response? At this level, it will always be the most obvious response. All right, most obvious response is they're gonna throw something at you. So that's what I want you to think. And then you have no HP, so now it's really awkward, right? They're just gonna flash on you or something if you're not careful. Fast forward.
So
I
the
want to
morgue
see.
actually landed a lot of bindings in lane. So
Nice. Carrying the lane, right?
Carrying lane. So she goes like level 3.
I mean, I would hope so because
yeah.
When it's catch versus catch, it's just fucking whoever lands their stuff is winning, So if you can dodge or Vayne can dodge, you guys can help your support, but that's about it. So fast forward. Oh my god, Monka S. Oh my god, you're crazy. All right, let's talk about this.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this. So, what would you say about this? Knowing this now.
Don't eat into a.
Unless what?
Unless it's a guaranteed kill.
Yeah, unless you're insta killing. It's not guaranteed. It has to be fast. I want you to think instant. All right. Okay. almost instant, as close to instant as you can, right? And the reason why this is because it's not that this is necessarily a guaranteed loss, but for any player that's like under the rank of like masters, this is gonna end up in a loss. Where this is a flash flay, this is literally anything, right? This is a flash flay, this is a flash hook, like unless I mean you could say, you know, trading flash for Thresh's flash is good, but at this level it's never gonna happen, right? It's not gonna happen consistently. That's the problem. So
Okay.
you can say you can go down the line like flash flay ignite auto attack, you lose a ton of HP and then it's not good, right? Or something like he goes for a flash flay and you flash that. What are the chances of you doing that every time? Is that even good, right? Well, I think you could say it's good, but I guarantee you when you do this, that's not what you're thinking about though, right? That's the problem. So that's why this habit must be solid in place before you start doing stuff like this. Is because you go down like a deep rabbit hole when you do something like this, where if you don't play it right, it's gonna end up in a losing position. So you know what I mean? Or
Mm-hmm. And now here I'm stepping way too in that bush, way out of position. Thresh. You could say flash play or.
well, I mean, this is not okay. Let's pretend the jungle doesn't exist for a second. This is not as bad, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why is that?
Because they don't have vision. So like if he tries to land a hook, he probably won't be able to hit it as often.
Well, that's part of it, but it's more of a, you know, maybe it is bad. Who knows? Actually, now that I think about it, it could be really bad. He fucking missed his flay, and you're already taking a shit ton of damage. So maybe it is just bad. But
it was a bad trade. I didn't get my passive auto prop on him to press the attack because I canceled them.
yeah, well, if Mark had mana, I think this could be good. I think this is not as bad as long as you know, as long as you're prepared for whatever he's gonna do. I don't think going for something like this is necessarily poor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's dead as fuck, right? Oh, good. Oh, you need to run, boy. This is easy. You just flash. Oh,
I was trying to eat it, but I think I still live.
You know what? That works too, I guess. All right, fast forward. Wait, where are you going? Where'd you go?
Oh, I don't remember exactly. I saw them all rotating down, and I was.
Okay. We went to help. I think that's not bad. Okay, it's clearly over. So you go back bot, right?
Okay, this Graves goes AFK. Makes me so sad because he was 4-0.
Oh,
He comes back.
Why did he go
but it was
AFK?
like, he said he kept on having like a bug splat, so like crash.
Oh, feels bad.
So it was on and off throughout the entire game, whether he'd be here or not.
Sometimes it happens, you know. Any questions so far, by the way? From
Really.
Okay, cool. Wow. Okay, not
the best.
not that bad. Well, it's not the worst either, right? At least the idea was there. We're just gonna ulti him when he's rooted, right? So
I should have eat over and hit the.
well, remember what we said about using E, right?
Yeah.
Insta kill. All right, that's what I want you to think. So if anything, you'd want to say something like, you know, the ulti angle like this or anything like that, or you could have ultied faster or something like that. But I think it's okay for now. Okay, don't worry about that too much. Oh, is this working? This is actually working. Wait, why is this working? Oh, she missed binding. Oh, you're dead as fuck. You might be. How are you not dead? Oh, the shield! Wait. Yeah. She bamboozled everyone. Alright, don't go back in. What are you doing? Crazy. Alright, fast forward. Oh, how did this happen? Yo, Jax is still here. What are you guys doing?
No, Jax is mid.
Oh, okay. Oh.
So I used E then. I die.
Alright, let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this sequence of events.
Get hit by.
So
maybe it was an issue of targeting. I probably should have went for the.
Not an issue of targeting, right? Let's take a look. based on what we talked about today, what do you think I would say about this sequence of events?
My E wasn't an insta kill, so I probably shouldn't.
That's pretty. I mean, that's pretty instant, right? I would say it's not bad at all. That's pretty quick. Like, take a look. Take a look at the E. Auto attack E, or I mean, you missed an auto attack, but it was pretty instant, right?
Mhm.
So it's not your E usage. What was the other thing we talked about a lot?
It was the being distracted by things.
Say again.
Being distracted by other things like minions or
Well, you're not distracted by minions here, right?
what was it? I don't remember what I talked.
Okay, so when we said, whenever you want to do something, your first reaction should be what? The first thing you should think is what?
What is the enemy going to?
Yes, and what do we say about the enemy? They're at this level. They're gonna do the most obvious thing, which is
Go for hooks or go.
They're gonna throw shit at you, right? Yeah. Go for hooks, go for condemn, whatever it is. They're gonna do the most basic thing possible. All right, so watch this sequence of events, and if you pause here and you know he's gonna hook, how would you play this differently? Tell me.
I would have E'd. I wouldn't have E'd left because I'd get hit still, but I probably would have E'd for to just dodge the hook. Or
perfect. And what do we say about your E usage?
It's either to get an insta kill or dodge something.
Perfect, right? So here is dodging something. Not only that, but you're gonna insta kill him too if you dodge it. So what's the habitual problem here?
I use E way too either aggressively or not using it in the correct times, or
that's
not realizing what the enemy is gonna do, like not thinking about that before I go for a play.
Yes. Okay, that's the most important thing. It's not, you can use this well. We've seen it. You can use it well. You actually did it a lot of times last game, but you can also do it poorly. Okay, sometimes that happens, but now you know you need to work on it. But you can't use this correctly if you don't know what he's gonna do, right? How can you dodge something if you don't know when it's coming out, right? So this is the number one thing. It happens every single time. You want to hit someone, they're gonna hook you. You want a minion, they're gonna hook you. You want a tower, they're gonna gank you. All right. This is what I want you to think is number one thing when you want to do something is think about what he's gonna do. And I promise you that this is the number one thing you want to look at, because for almost all of your mistakes, not all of your mistakes, but I would say a good like 80% of them are tied to this idea. So I want you to think anytime you want to do something, you need to ask yourself, what is he gonna do? All right. And this will help with mechanics too. Like mechanically speaking, what is he gonna do? You know, on a macro level, what is he gonna do? Like Fiora was pushing mid, you went mid. That was great, right? Basically, every decision you make in the game is related to the enemy in some way, right? Okay, hold on.
Now
there's a hook out of bush. Oh, monkey ass.
Pretty sure he's like the way.
Oh, you're dead as fuck. Well, I mean, this is similar as well, right?
Can you go back? I want to see if I have a vision of him walking in.
Yeah, sure. He's gonna do all sorts of vision tricks. So he's in here right now, by the way. That's what I would assume. You saw what happened, right?
No.
It's actually a really smart trick. You see this?
So he walked around my vision, like
yeah. Yeah, dude, they go like this. That's actually really genius. He actually didn't do that. He went to the other bush, but that's actually the trick right there. Is if you don't pay attention to him and you're looking at the CS, you'll never notice it, right? So that's actually the more higher elo you go, the more common that is, right? He'll pretend to go to tri bush. He's in here. He could be anywhere, honestly, until you know. So there's a hook straight from downtown right here.
Yeah.
So
but it ends up being warded, and maybe it being warded should have like tipped me off that they're trying to do something with me in that bush.
Right. This is a hook from downtown too, right? And that's the whole time you're focused on what?
CS. Yeah,
you're trying to push or something, right? And remember, you don't care about this. You care about the champions. That's what I want you to think. Okay. Don't worry about the CS. You have not. The two games we're watching right now, you're not going to win or lose by the CS. You're going to win or lose by champion interactions every time, right? CS becomes most important when there's less champion interaction. So like in LCS level, there's a lot less huge mistakes, right?
Yeah.
Which is why the CS matters a lot more. But anytime there's a huge throws or anything like that, all the CS gets canceled out essentially, right?
And
Oh,
I'm pretty sure
what the hell?
this kills them both.
Auto attack to death. Okay, Lysandra kills everyone. Very nice.
Also, my flash didn't accomplish anything there.
Let's see. Let's take a look.
Like, if I was trying to get into a better position to ult, I was like thinking I can get away and kill her.
Yeah, maybe you're like
just should have ulted her for the damage, just like point blank instead of flash ult.
Yeah, honestly, is this? Don't worry about the if you don't know it's coming. Don't worry about what happens afterwards. Right. Okay. This is all just on reaction stuff. You can't like it's not possible to plan it out. Now, if you say I'm gonna flash her condemn, let's say you're baiting this hook. You're gonna flash the condemn and ult her in the face, and then you lost. Then you say, what went wrong? The plan was bad because you died too fast, right? So the plan didn't work in the first place. So that's kind of how I approach things. Is that you can look at mechanical ideas after you plan them out, right? But on instinct, it's not possible, right? On instinct, it's like this is losing no matter how you look at it, right? I mean, you can say something like, "Oh, we're gonna try and flash, not get hit by thresh." Like you got hit by thresh box, maybe you could have flashed it. You can't know in the moment, essentially, right? You got surprised by the hook, so it wasn't really unless you plan it out. It's not possible. So the first step is always awareness, right? Always knowing that it's coming. Oh, hold up, did you guys pull the wave? That was really good.
Yeah, that's when I went to ward as well. I just went into the bush to drop aggro, but I don't need to go that far.
Hold up. Yeah. Okay, pulling the wave is good, but maybe going towards Jax is not as good.
Yeah.
Unless you knew that he wasn't here. He did show up on the dragon, so I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. But could have been real dicey, right? Oh yeah, here you don't know where Jax is. So remember, anytime you want to do something, ask yourself, worst case scenario, what are they gonna do? Jax is sitting in this bush.
Yeah, okay.
So that's what I want you to think, right? So when I go for this pull, I always think, what will I do if they try and stop me like this, right? Or
like a thresh hook over wall.
Yes, or around or a roam. Okay, that's what I want you to think. These are all the things. Like that's your first reaction because you can do this every time. You just need to think what's gonna happen next, right?
Okay. So maybe I just should have ordered the bush immediately.
Yeah. Maybe something like that, right?
No need to face check it.
Exactly. Oh, what the shit? Let's watch this. Superman, look at this. Hey, nice play. Did you plan this though?
No, I think it just happened in the moment where I was able to.
Right, so here's the idea: is you want to plan it out, right? It was good. It was really good actually. Reactionary. But if you didn't have a shield, that could have been real monka-esque, to be honest. So it was good. It's just you can recreate this. Is what I'm trying to tell you. It's not that
as a bait, like getting hit with hook on purpose.
Yeah. You can recreate this. Like, how do you know you can get hit by hook and it's okay?
When Morgana has black shield and I'm able to pull him under tower.
Exactly. Now the difference between the player who knows this and who doesn't know this is next time he'll randomly try and do it, but Morg won't have black shield and he didn't notice. So he'll be like, "Oh, last time it worked, but I don't know why. So I tried to do it again, but it didn't work." Right? You need kind of being able to recreate it is like the basis of consistency, right? If you can do it every game, you can win every game. Is the idea, all right? So that's whenever you see a good play and you don't know why it worked, you can always go back and try and figure out how do I make this happen again, right? But that was really good. That was really good 2v2.
And then
what the hell's happening here?
Down and Lysandra's.
Okay, we got a fat gank. This is 4v2. We don't have to watch this. They just all die. Fast forward.
Yeah, I had top to get that tower. But
okay, I mean, going for the lane gank here is not bad. But remember, we're always gonna say the same thing, which is when you want to do something. What
is the enemy gonna do?
Yes. So how many people are on the way top right now?
Probably. Maybe Thresh and Jack.
Yeah, so Thresh, Jack's the top laner. Maybe even their mid laner now. Mid laner's missing for some reason, right? Well, I guess Thresh and Ahri showed up. So now you know it's just you is Jax, right? So
and I used E.
Yeah, so you used E first, which is why you lost half your health, right? I want you to think insta kill. But okay, it turned out to be good, right? Oh, now it's Thresh, Jax, and Ari, right? So who shows up? It's gonna be Thresh, Jax, and Ari, right? Because that's the worst case scenario. Oh, look at this, right? Is anyone surprised? Right? This is how you'll never get surprised again. Is that you expect it to be on the way? I mean, I don't know how you get away from this guy, but you see how you can kind of what's gonna happen before it does because they do the most obvious thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
All you have to do is pay attention to it. Like that's the only thing you care about. That's what I want you to think. That's the only thing I want you to care about is what they're gonna do. Because all this mechanical stuff is fine. Just maybe E usage should be better, but like everything is like execution wise, it's great. You just don't know. You just don't know it's coming in the first place. So that's the stuff you want to look out for. So let's say you knew they were coming here, and you kill this Mordekaiser. What do you do next?
Back or just go mid, but not mid. Yeah, just back.
Right. You go back. For me personally, I would sit in this bush. Right. Why would I do that?
Because if they show, then you get the vision of them.
Yeah. If they show up,
of that, like,
yeah. If they show up, let's say they come face check, maybe we can insta kill. Let's say they show up mid to defend. Let's take the Krugs, right? So you don't necessarily have to base, but you want to do anything that isn't losing. It doesn't matter what it is. Anything that isn't losing is what I want you to think. So you keep going and you're no HP and they're going to kill you. If you think you have flash and you can win this, that's fine. But you didn't know they were coming. So that's the first step, right? That's always the first step. And then let's fast forward. Oh, and then team had to base because you guys are dead. So, okay. Wait, what? This guy dies? Oh my god, Lissandra's broken.
Yeah, he says in chat, woo, what a fun mechanic. 2-second quick stun.
Aftershock, baby. And, pro point and click. So, what do you think about this E?
It was an insta-kill. I don't see Ari getting away, but maybe...
This is almost insta-kill, we would say. We'll say it's close enough, right? That's what we're looking for. Anything longer than this could be dicey, but right there, that's what we're looking for, okay? Yeah, but you have the right idea. When in doubt, you want it to be faster. Okay? When in doubt, you want to kill them even faster. You want them to just disappear. Okay, fast forward. Okay, where are you guys going? Oh, you have no jungler. You can't do bad.
Well, I think we still go for dragon.
Okay, I think that's fine.
Catch them out here.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah, but more heal just...
No. Watch your team fighting here. It's really good. For one main reason. Which is what?
Hiding backwards. He's still like flash behind me to kill me. Is it?
It was really awkward for a sec, but look at your E usage, right?
I'm not Eing into the enemy team.
Perfect, right? So the problem in this case was that you just walked into him.
Yeah.
So don't
either way.
You kind of don't go in melee range, I think. But that was the right move right there. You're using your E there. Okay. Not using it is the correct move, right?
And then Graves shows up. They all die. We take Baron.
Take Baron. Good. Fast forward. Oh, is this a fight? I mean, I guess we could watch this. E out, right? Oh, that's kind of awkward. You got the E out eventually, so works out. Very good. Fast forward. Okay, here we go.
Oh, no, yeah. Okay. This is like the worst play I've ever made where I ult the wrong direction and then...
Alright, but now you know why, right? Tell me, why did this happen?
I think I was too focused on that fight, and I should have just 1v1 Vayne because I'm pretty sure I could have won that.
Exactly. You had no idea. Remember, it's always the same thing. You're so focused on this that you don't know what's going on anywhere else. Right. So that's what we want to think. Anytime you want to do something, always think about the counterplay. What are they gonna do? Okay. That's the number one thing you need to look at.
So like
So I mean,
like that's just me ulting the wrong direction.
Yeah, but to be honest, even if you had ultied her, you would still lose this, right?
Yeah.
This ulting first is losing, we would say, because you need to use your other abilities first and then ulti last.
I think it was more just me panicking, to be honest.
Yeah, you just didn't know. You just didn't know she was there. So that's you always stop there. Whenever there's a problem like that, you just stop at the awareness. So. Oh no. Okay, we have to refresh again. But you do see how it's like it's like the same idea almost, right? right?
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
So
Oh, this is Jax trying to die. Okay, you dead? Sure. Sure.
100 kills a month.
Okay, nice. And you guys win. Okay, good. So I think that this is definitely the thing you want to be looking at. And let me show you some examples of what you can do if you know it's coming. Right? They have a play, and you have a way to beat it. There are a lot of things you can do. All right. So let me see. Let's see what's a good one here. Is this even good? I don't even know what this is.
Here, I think I have. It's just.
Oh, perfect. This is a perfect example. All right, so watch this, right? What is the first thing they're gonna do, right?
Hook you.
All right,
and
so you can't get hit if you know it's coming. That's the whole point, right? So let's do this step by step, all right? So what are we trying to do here?
You're trying to kill that Triss.
Yes. Okay. What is the most obvious thing they're gonna do?
Rocket jump away and hook or flay.
All right, so it's just the hook is coming, the flare is coming, she's jumping away. Okay, so what do? Okay, we're gonna flash the hook. That's it. Simple. Like you had this exact example, I think, except with Lucian E, right? It's the exact same thing. It's just that I've seen this so many times that I know you should be looking at Thresh here, right? And you just focus on flashing the hook no matter what happens, right? And then easy clap, right? Okay, let's see if there's another one. Is this the thing? Is this the thing?
I think you flash.
This is not a thing.
No, I think you flash a stun there.
That's that one's too confusing. I think. Is this one better? I mean, I guess. Okay, let's watch this. This is unnecessary, but it's the same idea, right? You want to hit this Alistar, right?
Yeah.
Right. What's the first thing he's gonna do?
Gonna do his combo on you.
How do you stop it?
Flash away from.
Okay, let's watch. Right? So it's like it's simple, right? What you think will happen will always happen because it's the most obvious thing. All right, that's what I want you to think. All right, let's take a look at one last one. Let me see. What is this one? Oh, this one's spicy. Yeah, this one's a little bit more advanced, but it's still similar. Might take a look at another one after this, and that'll be the last one. But why am I? First off, why am I not walking through this thing?
Well, it could be. So, is it called the pixel bush?
Yeah, the pixel bush,
that
whatever
could be
bush.
warded. In fact, I think you see it is warded for a second there, and then also, like, there's so many things that could catch you out there, like a moo buying.
Yeah, it doesn't look good, right?
Yes.
That's a no go. And then we came back, right? Because why?
Because they're all focusing on whoever just jumped in, Riven.
Yeah, we see everyone essentially, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now let's watch this, I guess. It's a different form of flash, but it's doing two things at once, which is what do you think?
Getting away from the Kali and Imbu.
Right. We're getting away from whatever is they're gonna throw bandage, whatever it is that kills me, right? And then we're also flashing after this guy. So this is more of a when did you think I plan to flash over this wall? What do you think?
Probably when either misfortune, I don't know if misfortune, or when Kali didn't die.
Well, I didn't know who specifically, but
Yeah.
they're coming for me immediately, right? So right here, this is when I planned it out. This is when I opened fire. Because I'm like, I'm gonna walk along this and I'm gonna flash over, essentially, right? So watch how I move, right? Where am I going towards?
You're going towards the
Look at this. Right, we're
wall, so you can get. So you're always prepared to flash over the wall.
Yeah. The whole time, right? This is the plan, right? Because we know that their first reaction is what? They're gonna turn around and try and kill me. So this is a little advanced, but it's also the same idea. Okay, this one's more obvious. I think this is the last example we'll show. Because we've shown a bunch. But are these helping at all?
Yeah. I mean,
Okay, good. All right, what do you think Jax is gonna do here?
he's gonna flash on you.
Okay, I agree. Okay, so what did I do?
You use hourglass.
Did I know? Like, how did I know? I didn't, right? It was
Yeah.
just worst case scenario, right? So this covers all the bases. That's what I want you to think. Like, when you know what they're gonna do, you can always outplay, right? But you have to know what they're thinking is the idea, right? So I mean, he's gonna, like, he's gonna flash, right? Like you said. So what do? We're gonna stopwatch, or we're gonna flash, or we're gonna try and do something to not die to his plan, essentially, right? So there's at your level, all you have to do is, you don't even have to come up with your own plan. You just need to know what they're thinking, and then you can beat it, right? So that's what I think that's the number one thing you want to look at for your games is, when you think of something you want to do, the first thing you ask yourself is, what are they gonna do to stop me? All right, that's what I want you to think. So the habit is, you want to do something, you want to hit someone, you want to CS, you want to go push. The second thing you think of is, how do they stop me? All right, that's what I want you to think. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Any last questions, or honestly anything else before we wrap it up?
Not really, but there's one thing I just wanted to show you.
Mm-hmm.
I played a Caitlyn game where I absolutely just fed because I was still learning Caitlyn,
Mm-hmm.
but I just made a play. See if you can check it out and
Oh
see what's
shit!
going on.
Yeah. Let's take a look.
Take a look.
Oh, did you just link it?
Yeah, I linked it in Discord.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see.
So I knew, like, in this situation, I know he's going to E into me. I probably should have auto canceled.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I should have auto canceled with the W, but I was still learning Caitlyn, and it's one of the things I'm not.
I mean, this is a good read, right? See, I think it's like, you do it really well when you know it's happening. I think you just need to know it's happening. So that was really good. Wow. Dude, I bet, dude, he was upset.
He just
TBH.
goes XD in the chat.
Yeah, he was definitely upset. So good. That was a good read by you. Heel baited him, and then net at the last second. That was really good. So yeah, I think that you can. I think you'll do really well if you can work on this main idea, and you'll know it's good when you can go like 3 games in a row where you didn't get surprised ever. That's what you're aiming for. All right, 3 games in a row where nothing happens without you knowing about it, and it's gonna take a while, but the more you work on this, the less things will surprise you. I promise.
Okay.
So, sounds good?
Yeah.
Alrighty, I will upload this to YouTube and send you the link so you can go watch it again. And if that's all your questions, if something does come up, feel free to ask / send me any clips. But other than that, good luck in your games.
Yeah. Thank you.
No problem. Let me know how the climb's going. So.
Absolutely.
Alrighty, have a good one. Take care.
Bye.